Hey everyone, it's Andrew with BTS Properties. We get a call almost every week from a homeowner in the Peoria area who's at a crossroads. Maybe you're moving for a job or your family has finally outgrown your starter home. You're asking yourself the big question. In today's market, should I sell my house or should I turn it into a rental property? Right now in Peoria, we're seeing a unique situation. Median home prices have stayed pretty strong, but we're also seeing a high demand for quality rental housing, and we're seeing some difficulty selling with those higher interest rates. With interest rates where they are, many people are realizing that their current low mortgage rate is a massive financial asset that they don't necessarily want to give up. But on the other hand, being a landlord isn't necessarily for everyone. So we're going to go over 4 things that we tell every client to consider before making the decision. First, does the property make a good rental? So in our market, mid-range single-family homes are the sweet spot. If your home is a high-end custom build, the rent might not cover your higher taxes and maintenance. The other thing we're going to want to look at is what we think we can get for rent for the property compared to what your expenses will be. So a common mistake here is that people think the rent just needs to be higher than their mortgage. In reality, the other costs that we need to account for are not only your mortgage, but your insurance, your taxes, your maintenance expense, especially in Peoria with those older homes. There's going to be a maintenance expense. If you hire a property manager, that management fee, your non-owner occupied fee to the city, all those expenses, you want to make sure that you are able to get a rent higher than that. If you can't do that, then it may make more sense to sell. That's the first thing. Now, second, can you emotionally detach? If you decide to rent, you are going to be turning your home into an investment. So what that means is if you have a deep emotional attachment, if you raise your kids in that house and the upstairs bedroom, the flower walls, that was your nursery, and you have a lot of memories tied to that, and you don't want to have that wall painted a neutral color so that it's more accessible and opens up more interest in that home. If that's the case and you can't get over that, there's nothing wrong with that, but renting a property may not be for you. There are going to be other people living in that house that while they will keep it up, it's not going to be the same as you living there as a homeowner. They're not going to have that same attachment to the property that you will. So, number 2, can you emotionally detach? Number 3, do you have financial reserves? So, in our market, we recommend having a reserve of at least 3 times the monthly rent. Between Illinois property taxes and the maintenance that comes with our beautiful historic homes, you definitely need to have a little bit of a safety net and be able to absorb any of those larger expenses that come up with owning a home. And number 4, do you plan to sell in the next 12 months? If you're planning to sell in less than a year, we recommend that you do not rent it out. Oftentimes people think that, hey, let me rent it out for a couple months and then I'll go to sell. However, you've already done the work to get the home ready to sell. In those few months, there's going to be wear and tear that you're going to have to go in and spend some money to get it back up to rent ready, and that cost is not going to be worth the couple months that you rent. So usually we're looking for leases at least 12 months so that the cost of turning over a unit whenever somebody moves out makes sense compared to the amount of income that you're receiving, the rent that you're receiving. So number 4, if you're planning on selling within 12 months, we recommend just go ahead and sell now. The market's not going to be much different within 12 months. Any difference that there is going to be negated by that cost that you're going to have to turn over the unit. So at BTS Properties, we don't just manage buildings, we manage your investment and your peace of mind. We look at the numbers with you, the cash flow, and the long-term growth to make sure that you're making the right move for your financial future. If you're stuck on this decision, give us a call. Let us help you. We can provide a custom market analysis to show you what your home would rent for versus what it would sell for today. Feel free to go to our website at btspeoria.com and reach out to us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.